Here we are at Gdańsk Stocznia train station, which is not the nicest train station in Gdańsk, but it's certainly redeemed by its fantastic view up on the walkway. These are the iconic cranes, a symbol of the Gdańsk Shipyards, and an important part of the city's history for many centuries. Today, the Gdańsk Shipyards are best known for their association with the 1980s Solidarity movement, which helped to bring about democratic change in Poland and would inspire other communist nations in Central and Eastern Europe to do the same. If you're interested in learning more about the Solidarity movement, it's highly recommended that you visit the European Solidarity Centre here in Gdańsk, which is also, in my opinion, one of the best museums in Poland. And just around the corner, we have the BHP Hall, which is where the landmark August Accords of 1980 were signed. And now it's a free museum run exclusively by the Solidarity Trade Union. And finally, if you're not able to make it to Gdańsk, you can watch our anniversary video on the August Accords and the birth of Solidarity. Link in the description. Ironically, the democratic change that Solidarity helped bring about would have a detrimental effect on the Gdańsk Shipyards. Poland's political and economic transition in the 1990s would see the local shipbuilding industry heavily reduce both its production schedule and its workforce. With all the derelict infrastructure around, it's obvious that the area has fallen upon hard times. So what has become of Gdańsk Stocznia today? What purpose does it serve? And how can you, the sprightly adventurer, get the full shipyard experience? That is what we're going to discover in this short video series. Just a few hundred meters from the train station and in the shade of the cranes, we have Stocznia. Sto being 100 in Polish, so you can see the wordplay, perhaps. Stocznia was opened in 2017 by a bunch of people who saw an empty space and said, well, gosh, why don't we open it up and put food and live music and art and other cool stuff. So at the heart of Stocznia is the shipping container courtyard. We have food options from all over the world. Pan baleron, sandwiches, we have pizza, we have Bombay street food, which is obviously Indian, Moja pasta, Italian, we have hummus land, which is vegetarian. The other day I had savoury waffles from this place, Maritime, I think it's called, and of course a central bar there. You can of course eat in the open air, on the sand, or on the pavement, or if you want to have a perch above everyone else, you can dine on the second level. Of course, it doesn't just end with gastro. There's a children's playground out the back, more bars down there, and right now we're going to head down that alleyway there. There's more street art and more food. This alleyway is awesome for a couple of reasons. One is the street art on this side, and the other one is the fact that we have an awesome view of the cranes. Check it out. So now we're heading inside the LAYUP gallery space in Hall 94B. This is a gallery dedicated to street art and graffiti, with a few changing installations and artworks here and there. Arguably the coolest thing about this space is the fact that they've been able to get an SKM train carriage, the local commuter train, in this hall. And if you look around, there's a whole bunch of other artworks that refer to that. Make sure you look in all directions, because up top we have a stained glass window. That's kind of cool. There's also a bunch of billboard spaces here, pleasantly defiled. The one fixture I can see from the last few times I've been here is this one, this weird baby head, booby bomb thing on a billboard. Totally weird. By the way, this fantastic little setup and many of the other places around this area are part of our self-guided walking tour for Gdańsk Stocznia. And this can be found in our premium city guide for Gdańsk. If you're interested in picking up a copy, head along to the link. We'll continue our adventure through the Gdańsk Shipyard in our next video. In the meantime, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just don't forget to click the bell for notifications. And you can join the Gdańsk in your pocket community on Facebook and Instagram. Do zobaczenia!